Hello everybody, my name is Alex Grapov. I'm President's Team and I'm so honored and humbled and privileged to have an opportunity to speak with you. So really quick, my name is Alex. Like I mentioned, I'm 36 years old. I was born and raised in the beautiful country of Belarus. At the time it was the Soviet Union. And when I was about 6 years old, at a very young age, my young parents, they made a huge decision. They made a decision to take our entire family from Russia as political refugees to the US. So I'm so grateful and blessed for their courage to take a decision to come to America. And this is where I've been the last 30 years, living in the US, primarily in Utah, and now I'm based in San Diego. So all through my childhood, I've seen my parents do some incredible things. I mean, when we came to America, my dad was a custodian at a local engineering firm, and my mom was helping with coffee as they were learning English. So I remember watching them grow up and not knowing anything, being terrified about really everything, new language, no family, no nothing, no one, not understanding anything, and just having more fear than belief of what's happening. But watching their determination, learning English, and now my mom is a nurse. I love her so much, and she's such an inspiration to me. And my dad has been very successful in business and really living, the American dream. So I love America, and for me, my foundation, I think like most people, we want to help people. So throughout my entire childhood, I was always really interested in science, the human body, and that kind of led me down a path of science. I started doing my understudies in medicine. I wanted to be a doctor. And right around the time I was in university, I was introduced to this incredible industry of network marketing. But a little bit different than a lot of other people. Actually, I was introduced from the corporate side. I was a young company in Utah growing. I didn't know anything about network marketing. I was a young university student, had no knowledge of what this industry is or what it could provide, but I took a job at a call center. So working at the call center, just answering phones, canceling auto ships, did that for a while, kind of learned, and then really that's where the belief, and that's where it clicked for me. I saw just normal people with big hearts, big visions, just wanting to help people. They could do it on a massive scale. So at that time, as I was growing in the corporate world, I took a decision. I graduated. I decided that, as a doctor, an amazing profession, so much respect for doctors and everything they have to go through. I figured I could see maybe 20 patients a day, and all the other overhead and all the other headaches, everything else that came with it. I knew that would be one option. But then I saw network marketing with these products. Network marketing makes some of the best products because of the science and research. You could help thousands of people all around the world. And I mean, that's when it clicked for me that I could see the power of leverage of relationships. So I really delved in. And so the last 15 years, I've spent working on the corporate side, actually. I'm helping companies, developing companies, taking companies international. Absolutely love network marketing. I love what it can do for people. It can change your life. And that's the beautiful part, is it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, where have you been, the mistakes you've made, or whatever fears you have. The system doesn't care. It's equal opportunity. And the journey could be limitless. So after 15 years of being in the corporate side, for me, even being on the network marketing corporate side, I felt there was something missing. For me, I felt like I was still selling something. I was selling my time. I was selling my energy. And I knew at some point I would hit some kind of a limit, which is natural kind of in the corporate world. And I knew for me that I wanted to grow. I wanted to impact even more people. And at the time, the world was kind of in a strange place, and really there wasn't really unexpected events happened about 6 months ago. So for me, kind of seeing the timing, and then really learning PM. When I was looking around at different options of what I could do, different options of where I could take my life. At the time I was engaged to my amazing now wife, Mary Lou. And my sponsor. So, with this business, that's the beautiful thing. People follow people. And I love my wife. I trust my wife. And she introduced me to PM, about 9 months ago. More than that, maybe about a year ago. And, first of all, I just took the products. To be honest, I traveled a lot with a different company. And I just love the convenience of the Active Eyes. I love the power of the Active Eyes. I didn't really understand what it was, but Mary Lou always had it with her. She always had products with her. She was showing people. She was really giving me a lot of the products to help me with my travel. So I really fell in love with the Active Eyes, to be honest. I love the convenience that you can travel with it, that it's effective, and it's healthy. And all I needed was water. So from there, after taking the products for about 9 months, you know, so blessed, and you know how everything kind of lined up. You know, had an opportunity to go to Luxembourg and, you know, meet with Rolf, and it was just an unbelievable experience for me. And it really saw the heart of the company, the vision of the company, the passion, really that this is so much more than a business. It's to create a legacy of change. And, you know, I fell in love with the vision, and, you know, at that point I knew I couldn't pass this up. So if my only message is, in my 15 years in this profession, I've never seen a company, never seen a vision and a heart all align. And, you know, for me, that's why it's no accident. I see the huge success of the company. Everything is aligning very well, and it just needs good people to serve this incredible message. So for me, I decided, you know, everything starts with a decision. You know, no matter how scary it is, you know, I've seen like I said, my parents making some scary decisions, and I knew that on the other side of fear is always something amazing. So, you know, I followed my heart, my love, my upline, you know, and I did love the company. I love the products. I love the financial opportunity that it can provide. Took a decision, took a position, and I ended up actually leaving my corporate position. So, you know, leaving the health insurance, leaving the secure paycheck. You know, I'm not recommending this to anybody, you know, specifically. It's completely depending on your life situation. But for me, the decision was so powerful, that my why was so powerful, that I had to take a decision, and I knew that PM was a vehicle that I could live my dreams. You know, that I knew if I put in the time, if I put in the effort, with the heart, with the vision, and aligning with the company, that anything is possible. You know, I saw my wife having incredible success. You know, seeing her team, just absolutely average people, new people seeing success, which is the reason why I believe network marketing was really invented, was normal people to leverage their skills and their passion to build something amazing. So watching what she's done, my belief was through the roof. So I took a decision, took a position, and the last 6 months have been beyond my expectations, to be honest. You know, and how it started, and I think, you know, it wasn't exactly how I planned, to be honest. There was, you know, this year, you know, I was talking to Mary Lou, it was one of the most beautiful years of my life, and probably one of the darkest, one of the most difficult years as well. But, you know, that is with life. And kind of what you look at it, and, you know, I'm just so blessed that I had the support of my team and the company and the corporate team and everything they're doing to make the transition really powerful. So, you know, when I started was April, actually, and it was right in the middle of the crisis that we're all, you know, facing globally. So I took a decision actually mid-April to launch my business, to launch my future with PM. Right in the middle of everything is locked down. I couldn't go anywhere. You know, I won't get into the whole story, but, you know, was stuck in Canada, and, you know, it was complicated. You know, there was some health issues with my wife, in and out of the hospitals. You know, thankfully everything's okay. But there was a lot of issues. It was one of the most terrifying times, one of the most exciting times, because I was starting PM. And that brings me to really the most powerful element right now, that, you know, if you can take the chaos into power, which is going online. So, I mean, I built my entire career mostly face-to-face, but very quickly the times have changed. You know, I know in this industry, really to be successful, it's those people that are flexible, those people that can let go pretty quickly and mold and refine their strategies to match what's happening in the world. So that's exactly what we did. You know, we weren't able to meet with anybody, all the traditional ways of doing business, all of the typical excuses that, you know, we could have had. Not just me, my incredible team, and you know, over almost 15 different countries. You know, we all had to take a decision. We decided we could absolutely do this online. The power of the product, so we just had to adjust the message. So I ended up launching, you know, my entire business, my entire team, all with the laptop. You know, sitting from Airbnb to different Airbnb. We're stranded in Canada for almost 3 months without friends and family, just constantly moving while we're waiting to get back to the US. And I'm just so blessed, and I'm so thankful for my team. Their passion, their courage was just phenomenal. And really that showed me the power of online. You know, I've been watching what my sponsor, my amazing wife, has been doing online, and basically I duplicated. You know, first and foremost, the power of social media is real. Everybody is online more than ever. Everyone's communicating. Everyone's already scrolling. So now we can create a revenue generating activity from being on Facebook, being on social media. Such a powerful tool. And I'm telling you, launched my entire business just from the Zoom app and from Facebook. So absolutely anybody can do this, and right now online is the key. Those that can adjust their model, those that can find, molding your style, but to doing it online. So a few things that, I quickly started to do, maybe as many of you, I was not big online person at all. I mean, I had a social media presence, but I was mostly speaking with a different voice and a different message. So for me, this was, getting out of my comfort zone. Doing something new, learning some new skills, even as simple as downloading some new apps for social media, just learning some basics that I never understood, understanding the power of the story, understanding, some of the algorithms on Facebook, when is a good time to post and what kind of content to post and why you're posting, and having intentions on posting, and really building a community and interacting with people online, because everybody right now, more than ever wants and craves that connection. And the world is changing, good or bad, whatever the opinion is, it is changing, and we just got to ride that wave and adjust the strategy. So that being said, everyone is doing it. I mean, I was just walking around in my neighborhood. I mean, there's churches going online, schools are going online. The new economy is going online. And this is why PM and our model and the innovation and the products is unbelievably positioned. So it's just understanding that, and understand just changing the network marketing to 2.0, and that is going online. And that is as simple as, starting small. It's just starting somewhere and then being consistent. So a few things that I started to do, first of all, what are we? We're consultants. We're bringing people to solutions, and solution is PM. So first of all, it's keeping it professional, keeping it genuine, and obviously you don't want to spam people. You don't want to feel like you're selling. So I created another page, just a private group where I invite people, where I specifically talk about the products. That is where I get my customers, and that way that's where people, I'm inviting them to a group, so I'm getting their permission to then now let them know about my project, and they're actively voluntarily in the group. So very quickly in the last 6 months, I've grown a group to about 600. And there I talk a lot about PM, about the opportunity, about the products, primarily just the products, sharing the testimonials, sharing the results, and then, I have friends and family, adding them to that group. And then, typically it can take up to 14 exposures for somebody to see your opportunity. So it's consistency. So it's setting yourself a standard. How many posts? I want to do 2 posts a day, or I want to do 1 live a week. It's setting a standard that creates an algorithm. You become more active in people's pages, and it creates an entire effect, but it requires consistency. So my first step, I open another page with a group. Then now I have my customers. I've already had some customers come out of that. It's a great way to go, so where you can keep your normal page about their lifestyle, about who you are and your families, and you don't feel so spammy. Another huge tool that I use and never did before are the stories. The stories are really kind of the future of social media. So, setting us a limit of, a standard of maybe 8 to 10 stories a day. And the stories can be everything. So this is where the power of PM combines. It's use, talk, demo, and then really your social media is just documenting it. Every day I wake up with an active eyes and I do a little story. Every time I take a power cocktail, do a quick story. Going to the gym, taking my aminos and things, do a quick story. And that way it creates curiosity. It's not spamming. It's just showing people how your life is improving, how you're happier, you have more energy, and it creates curiosity. Then people are curious, you can put them into your sales group. They can see more information. You can do promotions and engagement in there. And then keep your page for yourself. So a couple things like that, and with PM, with direct cash, everything is aligned perfectly. So it's just finding what's comfortable for you and just starting somewhere. Starting with the first Facebook Live, talking about your fears, talking about your strengths, and talking about your story and how network marketing, how PM International changed your life is a great way to start. So starting small, and now my entire team is doing it. We're doing home parties online. So we got to adjust. You can't have people at your house, but you can do a home party online. Just focus on one product and just show people, a quick opportunity, make an offer they can't refuse, and get some great customers. doing opportunity meetings online. And PM's got incredible tools, the business academies, the opportunity meetings. Use the tools. We're just the messengers. Just plug people into the system. Get excited about PM. Get excited about your results. I mean, you've got to have results about PM. You've got to have the belief. You've got to have the passion. Anything is possible. I mean, PM has already changed my life. I'm so grateful for Rolf and the company, and it can change your life. And it's just a decision. And if you're not where you want to be, decide today. Any day can be a new launch. You are the owner of your business. You can relaunch, rebrand, do whatever you need to do because your dreams, your whys are worth it. And PM is an incredible vehicle to accomplish that. So for me, it's been an incredible journey. I'm so excited for the next 5, 10, 20 years, helping so many people with World Vision, helping so many people with their health, helping so many people financially, and connecting people back together through this incredible opportunity. So I wish you all an amazing day, and thank you so much for letting me speak into your hearts, and and thank you, PM, for this opportunity. And I wish everybody massive, massive success and to an incredible close to the year. Cheers.